The all-new 22 Civic, now on sale at Team Honda on Segan Lane.
It is a brilliant Tuesday morning.
Only because you're here.
What? Because you're here.
Don't lie to me.
What a treat.
Well,
yes.
But it is kind of nice. I mean, look at this. Brilliant blue skies. Every morning these days, thanks to the time change, we are getting treated to gorgeous sunrises over False River. At some point, we got to do a road trip out there again.
Oh.
It's just gorgeous. But not a bad way to get the day going in South Louisiana. Temperature-wise, it's kind of a coolish start, but it's going to be warming up. In fact, it's already beginning. Look at that right now. We started out. Remember, it was like 48 at one point this morning.
Yes, indeed.
Already
and now,
65.
And it's going to warm up to the 70s by the time you hit the lunchtime hour. So it might be a nice day to sit outside, eat on the patio.
Sure.
And we're going to continue that trend. But you can see, like Matt said yesterday, it's kind of like a rinse and repeat from last week.
Right.
Thursday is when that rain is going to move through, which is going to bring that cold front. You can see, yeah, we're going to dip down back to 41 by the weekend. But it's going to be nice and sunny during the daytime. A little chilly during the evenings, but we'll take every bit of that.
Looks pretty good. We'll take it.
Yes, indeed.
Would rather not have to take this. Shooting investigations in Baton Rouge, in EBR, been very common this past year.
Yeah.
We've seen the numbers. Another one here.
Investigators in Baton Rouge staying really busy. In fact, we've heard now from EBRSO and BRPD about 2 shooting investigations. Let's start with the one here with EBRSO. Their spokesperson reached out to us this morning saying that a person was found dead in a vehicle there off of Burbank Drive, and they're trying to find out any little details. They found the person in there, but they don't know much aside from that. They know a passenger was with the driver at the time, but the passenger was not injured. We're told she's okay.
Right. The other one is the one on Harry Drive.
Yeah.
And you can find kind of a link to that story within this one as well. BRPD working this one. Now, the shooting happened and then it died shortly after.
Yeah.
As I kind of pushed my way through this. So the shooting itself happened 8:20. This was
Monday night,
Monday night, exactly right. Again, Harry Drive. So investigation after investigation, the number is always the same. So at least you have that going for you. If you can help out, it's going to be Crime Stoppers at 344 Stop, but a number of departments and offices involved in shooting investigations as we begin a Tuesday morning.
And our first responders have been staying busy. So not only are the police department, our investigators staying busy, but firefighters, really a busy night. So we were tracking some overnight fires happening in the Baton Rouge area. Another big one happened in the Covington area. We're going to touch on that in just a little bit. They lost the Marceline. Yes, there in Covington. And what fueled that fire, unfortunately, is the fertilizer inside that building. But when it comes to people hurt, nobody was hurt there. There were some power outages. But when you bring that to homes in the Baton Rouge area, and with the colder temperatures, people are looking for ways to stay warm, especially when it comes to vacant homes. So when it comes to fire departments responding to late night fires, oftentimes 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, it's going to be an arson investigation.
And that's what this one is. This is how it's unfolding. Wayne Drive, and we actually had the cameras out there this morning as this got going. What was it, about 4 o'clock this morning?
Yeah.
That phone call came in. So a number of fires in the area. Some, as you mentioned, the one in Covington, just heartbreaking. That's being looked into how it started. Others in our area right now don't initially think foul play is involved. But this one, yes, the arson investigation.
Yeah.
So again, if you have any information, it's going to be Crime Stoppers at 344 Stop. We'll continue to update you online and through the 9 News app as we kind of push through those investigations. But like you said, man, first responders, busy right now.
Please make their job easier, have those smoke detectors checked, have all of that ready to go so you can hopefully save your family too.
This is huge. Now, when we say something like legislative redistricting, immediately, I mean, even, and I like to talk about some of this, but even me, my eyes start to gloss over.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Well, this is huge because every 10 years this happens. And why this is important, how often do we use the word gerrymandering? As some of these lines get drawn around, you're like, how did this happen?
Right.
Well, not saying that this is going to lead to gerrymandering, but every 10 years they redraw the legislative districts thanks to the census. We just got counted, and now we are being kind of shuffled into areas.
That's it. So if you've ever wondered, or you go into the polls and say, well, why am I voting for this person because I live here, even though they're on this side of the river? It is confusing. We get that. So if you would like to weigh in on these decisions as they draw these new lines, there's going to be a series of meetings, and there's actually a meeting happening tonight at the Southern Cotillion Ballroom there. I believe it starts at 5:30 tonight. They want you to weigh in on this because if you are a community member who says, I don't believe I should be in this pocket or in this pocket or this pocket, this is the opportunity to talk with other people, to have these discussions, to say, well, where should we belong? How should these lines be drawn out?
They're traveling all over the state right now. Lawmakers are. They actually began this road trip, this road show, if you will, mid-October. This is the one that's happening right now in the Baton Rouge area, and it's happening today. So as Liz mentioned, the Cotillion Ballroom over at Southern University, 5:30 today. Again, when you see the words legislative redistricting, maybe kind of gloss over, but it is ridiculously important to make sure that you are in a district you believe you are actually in, and that those lines aren't being drawn around individual houses and cutting through neighborhoods and going. They can get kind of squirrely. That's happening. So that's at 5:30.
Yes.
At 6 o'clock, this is happening. This is also very important for parents of school students in East Baton Rouge. And this is the last one of these meetings.
It's the series that we've been talking about. If you want to upgrade your students, if you have a student in the EBR public school system, and you said, well, that building's old, it needs repairs, it's dilapidated, it's been needing repairs, tonight is the last time to weigh in on what the building should need. So they're actually meeting in the library of the Woodlawn High School today. That's going to start at...
This is a different time. It does start at 6 o'clock.
It starts at 6. Yeah, okay. We said that this morning. And if you'd like to attend that, to weigh in and let them know, well, we would like this in this facility. We would like this, especially if you know kids that are going to be going to these schools eventually. The master plan is going to be the finite one. So get it that last opportunity and say what you would like to say tonight at their meeting.
There you go. So we had a 5:30, we had a 6 o'clock start time, and how about a 6:30 start time? The Ascension Listens Tour. Now, if you live in Ascension Parish, obviously this is for you, and you know that the Ascension Listens Tour has been making the rounds physically, like literally going in person and having a good listen. This one is actually virtual, so I mean a lot of folks going to be a part of this.
Making it real easy. So you can go to the Ascension Parish government website, their YouTube page or Facebook page, but they are asking you to pre-register if you'd like to participate in the conversation, not just listen in. As Matt said, this has been a series here, and they want everyone to attend and weigh in however they can, but virtually makes it easier if you'd like to stay home, cooking dinner for the kids, getting everything ready for the rest of the evening, and set you up for tomorrow. So Ascension Listens continues tonight.
Let's go a little further south to parts of true southeast Louisiana, places like Laplace, Dulac. When we talk about that, we're talking about spaces and places and communities that absolutely got just wrecked thanks to Hurricane Ida. But the good people in Baker are putting a drive together. It's going to run through this Saturday, collecting a lot of stuff to send their way. You
can drop things off over at the Baker High School Auditorium or the New Journey Worship Center there on Main Street. So Callie was live out there this morning with the Rotary Club and people who are trying to make this effort happen. They're going to take the donations down after it's all collected, but somebody came through today and donated $200 before making their way to work today. You see the goodness in people, you see how we bounce back, and it's because of the hearts here in South Louisiana who say, look, we flooded in 2016, Baker surely got it, unfortunately, but the mayor there, Darnell Waits, was saying, it's time for us to give back, and we want to help in this way. So help be a part of this cause and bring some good in. If you've got an extra pair of gloves, maybe some clothes, warm clothes, sleeping bags, non-perishable food, they will take all of it and bring it to the good folks there in Laplace.
We talk about all the time neighbors helping neighbors and the strength of Louisiana showing up. And you wish you didn't need to show that strength so dang often down here, but we are still trying to recover from Ida. So many places still got debris piles as big as the house. So to be able to do this and to continue to do it is incredible. They're going to run this drive through Saturday, and then they're going to drive this stuff down there on Monday. The 22nd, I believe, is Monday.
Yes.
So it's going to get down there. What you deliver, what you donate over the next number of days will be on site down there in places like Laplace and Dulac on Monday, helping our neighbors in southeast Louisiana.
We love to see that.
We do.
Yep.
What you got over here?
Well, today is Tuesday.
Yeah.
It is WAFB Plus, which means another episode of Asian Nation. And he's got a special edition talking with the REITs of America folks there in Port Hudson, because they have this big event they do, obviously involving the REITs, for December. But there's an important deadline that you need to know if you'd like to participate in this.
They've been doing this for a little bit. They've been doing this for a little while. And so when you talk about these groups, if you want to be a part of this, exactly, the deadline, there's always a deadline. So he's going to let you know what's going on, how to be a part of it, why it's been happening, why it's so important, who's doing it, how you can be a part of it. Asian Nation, what time? Maybe 10 o'clock?
Yeah, right in about 30 minutes. Come back right here on WAP Plus to catch him. And if you miss it, you can always find it on our YouTube page.
Try to be in all those places.
We try.
All those places. The place right now in South Louisiana is going to get you going in the mid-60s. And look, we started at 48 degrees this morning. So we have warmed up quickly. We're going to be on our way to, you can see the high for today, 78. And the next number of days, a little bit of something coming through. Truly on Thursday, it's that front. And then the cool happens.
Enjoy the vitamin D while you can get it.
Yeah, you're right.